Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We just ended our first day's meeting. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. So tonight we have to write a poem. Because basically all the girls wrote love poems about me because before they even knew me, because I'm a guy, I guess. Even though I'm like an anime nerd who's a loser. I must be really hot if they're all writing like love poems to me. But anyway, Monika looks at me again. Ooh, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. That's a challenge. She wants to test me, see if I'm acceptable. Yeah, can I really impress the class star with my mediocre writing skills? Well, in real life, I got some pretty good writing skills. I'm not too good at math or science, but I'm pretty good at writing. So maybe if this is anything analogous to real life writing skills, I think I can win her over with my good writing. I feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Oh boy. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. I'm starting to understand now why this would be relatable to a bunch of high school and college like dudes who are into anime. Oh, we should walk home together. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do it. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Alright, so even the game is presenting Monika as a big deal. It's good that they do a recap too, so I don't forget any of the characters. They said that there are 3 characters that I could date or whatever in the game description, I think. So I'm wondering if it's just these 3. I wonder if Sayori's not in the group. One of them's probably gonna die or get murdered or something. Maybe that's what'll happen. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Come on, do it. Come on. Oh man. This guy is really, they're really building him up from nothing here. Really showing him the way all the way up the social ladder. Oh, dude. Guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Oh, okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen. Oh man, with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like I have Monika, so it looks like Monika's off the table. Well, I guess, I don't know. Who's the next? I guess Sayori's kind of the highest up on the ladder. Yuri, I like how Yuri looks. She seems pretty intelligent, but I think that if there's an opportunity that opens up later on to go with Monika, I think that it would be best to put myself in an advantaged position by being with Yuri. Because she's kind of the most timid, and I think she would be accepting of me dumping her without too much of an issue. I think the tsundere girl, Natsuki, would be... I think she'd come after me, try to kill me in my sleep or something, plot against me if I dumped her. And Sayori, like, she's too much of a friend to me already. That offer is both an avenue to advance the relationship further, but also I think Yuri's the way to go, because I don't want to get her too attached, because I want to go for Monika in the end. I feel like she's probably the most quality waifu in this whole situation. So I'm going to pick some big words, because I know that Yuri likes big words. That's what we were talking about last time. Heaven Sent. Let's see. It sounds like I'm writing a Shakespearean sonnet, or something of that nature. Tenacious is a nice big word, but I feel like that would aim for the tsundere, so let's go for melancholy, because I feel like that might work out. Uncontrollable. Oh man. Vanilla. What is vanilla? What kind of poem am I writing here? I hope they give me one at the end. Misery, tone, passion, uncontrollable. I think a tone is a lot more substantial implications. I don't know what I'm writing this poem about, to be honest. Unrestrained. Unrestrained is looking pretty good. Inferno. I think Inferno's the way to go. Effulgent. Okay, that's a good one. I gotta get some big words. Oh, she's jumping. Okay, yeah, she likes that word. frightening, existence, horror, agonizing. Well, she likes horror. She read a horror book. But existence is kind of... Agonizing is a good one. Let's see what agonizing gives me. Yeah, there we go. See, I know this character. I know the characters. I paid attention as much as I needed to. Sensation. No, I don't really want anything physical going on. I want to keep it with the. Well, these are all kind of physical a little bit. I want something more. Daydream, perhaps? Okay, well, I picked the wrong one. I want this one. I want to really optimize. I want to get the best one. Oh, excitement. Okay, I thought that said excrement. That means something a little bit different. I don't think any of them are into that. I don't think that would do it for them. Valentine, no. Jump, flower, laugh. These all seem like they would be these two characters. Contamination. Ocean? I feel like Ocean, you got that, you know, Moby Dick, Old Man in the Sea kind of vibe going. Really? That wasn't her? I guess she's not so much the classical character. I guess she's just more about big words. Maybe I should just pick the words that I like the most and then stick with that and see what... Ooh, lust. Okay. Ooh. I guess we should just pick the words that I like the most and see where it goes from there, because maybe that'll give me the best match. Ambient... you know, let's go for lust. Let's get a little sketchy. Let's get a little. Oh, she's into that. Okay. All right, vivacious. Yeah, man. She liked that too. Wow. Okay. Vitality. The vivacious vitality. Let's maybe nibble. What kind of poem am I writing here? Scars? Okay. Dazzle, vivid, chocolate, vitality? Okay, yeah, I got her, alright. I wonder if some of these are, like, worth more than others. Meager, romance, desire, fireflies, disaster. Okay, I feel like I should just go outright and say romance. Oh, it's 13 out of 20, okay. So I only get 20 here. Kawaii, tragedy, let's go for... tragedy or crimson? Anime is just a word. Crimson and tragedy. Okay, I want to stay away from anime and kawaii because my character is kind of a neat already. I don't want him to be a loser. Go for tragedy or crimson. Let's go for tragedy. Really? She's into tragedy? Okay. Vertigo, beauty, lipstick, kitty. That's her for sure. Kitty's her. Boop. Cute, vertigo. Alright. Yeah, there we go. So that's kind of the biggest word there. She reads a lot. So incongruent. Yep, she likes that one. Childhood, disown, pure, mouse, disoriented. Destiny. Let's go for destiny. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I wasn't too sure about destiny, but it worked out. Nightgown, precious. Marshmallow shopping. Cry. I feel like she's into crying. Oh, hey, maybe not. Okay. Massacre, imagination. She's just so shy. I felt like she would be into crying. Felt like she would be kind of... Oh, well, intellectual. It's just... Massacre! I feel like I should pick intellectual to get Yuri, but... I really want to see who would accept this one. Probably the tsundere. No! Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Suicide? Depression? Okay, so why are the developers of this game obsessed with anxiety and depression? They keep bringing them up. Maybe that's something that a lot of anime nerds are about. Lollipop? Extreme? Depression. Let's pick this one. She's into depression? Okay. Unending. Let's stick with that. Yeah, there we go. Yuri's into that one. Alright. Oh, so I don't get to see the poem unless I get to read it in front of the class. That'd be good. Glad he didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Don't worry. No, don't admit that it's strange for you. Well, maybe that's okay. Maybe it's alright to break the tension, especially for someone with the skills of this weeb video game playing guy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, okay. he deserves any slack. Yeah, she's alright. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Detraction! Oh, she's gossiping about me? Oh no, Sayori, you sold me out. I can't believe it. Wow. Man, maybe she had good intentions though. Maybe she was like, go easy on this guy because he's kind of a socially awkward weeb, apparently. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, that was a sick burn. Manga is literature. Yeah, okay, Natsuki. Alright. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Scooterrito always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Oh man, he helps with busy work even without me asking. Alright, do I? Like cooking, cleaning my room? I do? Okay. You almost set your house on fire. Okay. Wow, we're really good friends. She might be a little jealous. Perfect! Now I can play to her insecurities, and I'll get her on my side, and then we'll start going out, and that'll make Monika jealous, and then I can advance further. I really hope I can switch to Monika at some point. I think she's the superior love interest in this case, but we'll see what happens. Oh, the ellipses, the ... silence. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Oh, she's giving me a gift. This is a good one. What is it? No, never mind. Oh, look at how nervous she is. This is good, I have the upper hand. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Finally, he's taking charge, being a confident guy. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Oh, is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Trying to make him sound a little seductive, but he's not even the words he's choosing are not there. She pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, she picked out a book that I might enjoy. Do I get to see what the book is, or is it going to be like, we could, discuss it if you wanted? I mean, that's not out of the question. We're in a club that's basically about discussing books, so this is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay. I wonder if this would change and if somebody else would give me a gift of a book or whatever if I picked a different poem with different words. Yeah, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Okay. Look forward to hearing what you think. Well, I guess I better read it. Having a cheery conversation in the corner. I wonder if we'll ever, get a payoff on that book. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Okay. Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Oh, okay. The cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Are we starting a book club now? I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, and she looks away. Senpai, oh no. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Okay. Alright. I don't know about this writing. Could be a lot more. I wish there were some, dialogue options, kinda. But it's a visual novel, so I understand. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you just gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious how you came to have two copies of the same book. Well, I just stopped at the bookstore. Oh, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Right. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. I think it's pretty obvious. I'll start reading it soon. Glad to hear. As it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Okay, very engaging and relatable. Ooh, alright. What's it about anyway? Well, it's like romantic or something. Portrait of Markov. Sounds like a real book. So, ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. I'm gonna have to look up this book later and see if it's a real book or not. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. It doesn't sound like a real book now, the way she's describing it. Because the way the title sounds, it seems like it would be, she destroys her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Kinda like you, huh? But I feel like it sounds like a Russian book. I kind of want to read some Tolstoy in this, or read some Dostoevsky. You know, some crime and punishment action going on in here. War and peace, but I don't think that's gonna go down. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Well, it's Russian, so... Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah. Yuri suddenly gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, okay, I can definitely enjoy it. I hope so. Oh, man. She's shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Means she's edgy and angsty? Like Shadow the Hedgehog? It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Oh. Okay. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, there made out to be the naive one for letting the one. Okay. She's okay. I wonder if she's like, if she's gonna be a murderer. Because I feel like at some point, like, somebody's gonna be a murderer, or the school's gonna be, like, haunted or something. There's gotta be some kind of horror subplot. I know that's gonna go down. Just wondering, who's it gonna be, if anyone? She's got a dark side, that'll do. Forget to pay attention to other people. Okay. Really don't think you need to worry, it just means you're passionate about reading. Reading is fun, alright. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? We better talk about books and not just sit around and read this whole time. So I'm having a one-on-one conversation with her right now while the other three are off doing their own thing. Oh, it's fine if I sit here, right? This is like really, I feel like it's kind of forced that it's happening all so quickly, but I mean, I guess that's the theme of the game, so it's probably fine. I'm sorry, it's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. What, sitting next to someone? Oh, reading in company with someone, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I hope I distract her, that's kind of the point. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Probably because she's staring at me, yeah. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Says, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ah ha 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 ha. Here, this should work, right? Oh, okay, alright. This is just really, like... I can't imagine this going on for an entire game. There's gotta be, I mean, I guess the horror elements are gonna come in pretty soon, and that's gonna be good. Okay, so here's the thing, what's his name? The guy who writes Rick and Morty? What's his name? Gosh, it slipped my mind now, but He's the guy who wrote Community. Dan Harmon, that guy. He had this talk on his podcast, I think, where he said that basically like romance isn't enough of a plot on its own. Like, romance shouldn't be a genre. It should at most be like a subplot. Like, because if you watch like Titanic, like, it's the main plot is that the ship is sinking, and then there's this subplot, right? It's a really heavy, strong subplot, but like, it's just a subplot still. So I feel like he's right in that respect, that basically romance isn't enough to carry a story on its own. So it's good that they're including some other stuff in here to have some more action. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. So that's my hand right there. Finally I get to see myself. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if okay, alright. Are you ready, to turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. This is really, like, they're really laying it on thick already, like... Wow. She's a quick reader. Yeah, she doesn't mind being patient if it takes me a little bit longer. So she's totally checking me out. Oh, well, there, it's in the picture. She's checking me out, okay. Is this, like, this is escalating really quickly. Like, it's breaking my immersion majorly. I mean, the whole experience of playing an anime-based video game for me is pretty meta already. So, like, just because, like, I'm not used to it, so I'm always super aware of what's happening and of all the tropes that are being used. So now the fact that, like, this is just, I mean, this is escalating very quickly. Oh, man. I wonder if the other characters in the room are, like, watching us. The main character... Oh, okay, yeah, the main character of the book. I thought it was of the game for a minute. I was like, yeah, I'm the main character of the game, so... Alright, you think so? How does she? Well, I guess... Oh, I'm saying that about her, okay. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. She also second-guesses all the things she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see... Okay. Kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Scooterrito, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Alright. Well, of course she's gonna be self-conscious about it. She's self-conscious about everything. I guess that I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. Okay. Okay, finally gonna cut that off. Alright. Because you need to have some suspense being built up. I think it's time that we share our poems with each other. Might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Oh boy. Yeah, she didn't want to stop reading. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Oh. Okay. Do you prefer I only read it with you? Whoa! Oh my gosh, it continues. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Really? Okay. Alright, so now I have homework. Make a mental note of where you left off and slip it into your bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last... Yes, I did. I don't know what it's about, but it's about crying and an inferno and... vivaciousness. I have no idea what I wrote. I really hope they show me the whole thing in its entirety, like some kind of weird Mad Libs. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done anything like this before, but I wrote the word vivacious. It's not like somebody who never reads would know that word and, like, think to use it in a poem. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Maybe I just, like, grabbed a thesaurus and, like, tried really hard. Okay. Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. See, she's more organized. Why isn't she an option? Like, it's got... Well, I guess because everyone would pick her. But maybe that's why everyone's discussing her. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I guess I gotta stick with Monika because she's the one that I'm going for in the long run. I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Yeah, I mean, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay. You'll be afraid to bring things up. Come on, dude. Get over it. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Okay, so in real life, this would, like, never happen. Like, the fact that you can so easily get into a relationship with a girl over the course of, like, 2 days. Like, you'd really have to be trying hard, and this main character doesn't try, like, at all. Don't worry, Scooterrito. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? At least until he, like, sat down and started reading the book with her, but, like, she took the initiative in that instance. Yuri did. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it's that sort of barrier we're all going to have to get past. Alright. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job. It's going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Okay. I guess I underestimated you. I can't hear that line and not think about the character in Star Fox 64 who says that. I think it's one of the Star Wolf guys where like you shoot down his ship and he's like, I guess I've underestimated you. Oh man. Anyway, that's good. She underestimated me. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Wow, yeah, she's a winner. Alright. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Oh, that was me saying that. Okay. Alright, I thought that she was like playfully putting me down. That's okay, that works. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I'm aware. Yeah, that's what I went for. She's like trying to teach me the rules of the game, but like I want to get with her because she seems like the best way to increase my social standing in the school. We're letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. I wonder if this is going to... I wonder if this is ever going to let me go through the rest of the school or enter any other locations, because it's probably pretty low budget because they have like only a few different locations here. Like the room in the hallway and like the room facing the other direction, there's only like a few pictures like out on the street, which is fine, but I wonder if they're going to go any further with that at some point. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Okay. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Okay, so I wonder if there's a way to like keep a balance, and then maybe I'll get with Monika. Maybe that's how this is gonna work. I don't have to worry about impressing them or anything. Well, I thought that was kind of the point. So I gotta date one of them, right? I wonder if I can do that thing like in Persona 4 where you date all of the girls and then on Valentine's Day, you just ditch them all and go fishing. Joe has a great story about that. Sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Yes, she does. I have to as well. You're supposed to. That's how you get good in real life. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Click outside poem area to continue. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. So obviously the guys, girls, whoever made this game, the team, obviously must have written that poem. That's, that wasn't too good of a poem. It's alright, but you can see where it turns in the middle, where it really starts to get more, abstract. Well, I'm not sure how to put it, the inspiration. I guess you could have, say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Huh, something like that. Oh, she's nervous. Okay, that sounds pretty good. If I can make them nervous, then I think that I can potentially maneuver that into my own interest to advance my relationship with that person. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Is that in-game knowledge that I'm supposed to be gathering, or is that like real-life knowledge? I can't really tell. Oh, I can do all these things. I wasn't even thinking about it. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remember these for later. This is how I save my game. Alright. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Well, I'll probably type it, but... so just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, so stream of consciousness, modernism. Well, I guess I better go for Yuri, because that's who I'm going for. Oh man. So Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Wait, did I put that word in there? Did I say that out loud? Oh, maybe she just thinks that it's an exceptional poem. She covers up her whole face. Ooh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. Is she gonna critique it? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Oh boy. Well, I know that. I just meant, she trails off, unable to find an excuse. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. Okay. Try to make their style very deliberate. Separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Okay. That's interesting. Getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. Okay. It might take you more time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Okay, so is this a real, is this just real poetry writing advice, or is this something that's going to come up in the game later? Because maybe I should be taking notes, I don't know. I always hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased. Uh-oh, she's... Yeah, you shouldn't be gossiping. Oh, she wants me for herself. She wants to sabotage Natsuki. She wants to sabotage her prospects with me. But that's okay. I don't really like Natsuki anyway. She's kind of annoying. Mind if I read your poem? Oh boy. Yeah, people should be sharing their ideas more about their writing in a literature club. Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Oh, it must be this one. The last streaming streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's better writing. That's an example of better writing. I mean, you got the whole, alliteration going on. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. That's pretty good. I like that. She's a good writer. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It took you a long time to read. Oh, did they time it, or is that just what she always says? I don't have read script very often. It did feel a little bit short, but I think that was fine. Easy to digest. Oh, so is there going to be a ghost going on? I knew it was about the streetlight, and she's bathing in the streetlight, and it's got some more subtext to it, but... Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yep. Oh, man. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seem to be left with nothing. Okay. So I'm wondering if different people on the development team wrote those poems or what. I'm gonna have to go look at the development process for this game and figure out how it went down. Plus, if it was originally a Japanese game, then I wonder how they did the translation work on this. Because that's, can't really translate poems too easily. Alright, so, we're gonna get Natsuki and Sayori's poems read next time. I'm gonna have to save my game. Guess they'll go right there. Oh, that's nice and simple. Alright, so I guess that's it for now, and we'll see you guys next time.